Yo, what's up guys? This is the Whadafunk Stories vlog, and on this episode, we're doing a Q&A. So we're doing a special Q&A from our Discord members only. Appreciate everybody in our Discord server. Shout out to all you guys. If you guys haven't joined our server yet, make sure you go do that right now. We're dropping a lot of sneak peeks on there, showing a lot of behind the scenes, exclusive content that we aren't showing other people. Plus, it's a good way for us to, connect more with each and every one of you. So hop on our Discord server. I'll leave the link in the description right here. So first off, let's start with the first question right now from Jake Bummyboy 11. How long does it take to make a Whadafunk shirt? So if we're talking really start to finish, a Whadafunk shirt could take many months at a time, from the design process to the drawing, then the designing, then the getting it ready for printing. But after we have the artwork designed and drawn up and ready to go, usually a Whadafunk shirt takes very quickly to print. The hardest part about printing is mostly the setup. That takes up the most time. So burning the silk screens, getting the designs ready for the silk screens, and just getting it ready to start printing. To start printing and having a shirt done, it could take literally 20 seconds. Just swipe it, and we show in our videos of us printing so you could see how quickly it is to print the shirt. But for the entire process, I'd say start to finish is months and months. So by the time the thing is drawn to the end, it'll be months later. So when you're seeing a new Whadafunk shirt, just know that it was designed months in the past. Next question up we have is from Poppy Pablo. Is there something that inspired you while growing up that gave you the idea to start creating? So honestly, what really inspired us to start creating Whadafunk was it all stemmed from graffiti and the art background of graffiti. So that's what really inspired us to start creating and drawing. I'd be sketching in my sketchbook all day, working on lettering. That's why you see a lot of lettering in our designs, because I love drawing letters. And I just be sketching all day from when I was in high school, young kid, drawing in my sketchbooks, going through sketchbooks and sketchbooks and sketchbooks. So that was really the main thing that really started us in creating Whadafunk. Next question up, coming from Trashy. How do you start Whadafunk, and what's it like having your own business? So how we started Whadafunk is, we have a whole video on that on our channel. You could go back and see, but I'll give you guys a little preview of that. Started Whadafunk being in college, having all this artistic creativity inside of us, and wanting to express it somehow and get our drawings and ideas and our expression out there to other people who would feel the same way we do. Also, we wanted to make clothes to inspire others, make people feel confident while wearing the clothes, and just create something that we actually wanted to wear. There's a lot of stuff out there at the time when we started Whadafunk that I wasn't exactly what I wanted to wear. I had an idea about what I wanted to make, I had an idea about what I wanted to look like, and we just put those ideas onto shirts. Part 2 of that question was what it's like having your own business. Alright, so any of you guys are trying to start your own business, I will say it's very, very difficult starting out. It's very hard to keep things in order, especially when you're doing 1,000 different things in a day. So I'll go from drawing to designing to working on the computer, getting graphics ready. I'm doing the job of a lot of people, but you definitely need people helping behind the scenes. Your friends or family helping you out. That definitely helps in the beginning, and I'm only still in the beginning stages. And as you own your own business, you learn all these life skills as you go on, so that's also a plus. There's a lot of plus and negatives to owning your own business, but I'll say the number one plus is the freedom to do whatever you want whenever you want. So even though I'll be working throughout the entire day, if I want to stop in the middle of doing that and go ride a motorcycle, ride my bicycle, or just relax, that could happen at any moment. So that's the very big plus from. But I will say, all in all, I'll say it's very difficult. So make sure you build for it, and make sure it's something that you really, really are passionate about doing. Otherwise, don't even start. We have another question from Jake Bummyboy 11. What stores would you want to sell Whadafunk in the future? So I'd definitely like to first one day have our own store. That's a major goal, and I got sidetracked and thought I only wanted to be online for a while, but then I realized, I would like the physical store. I'd love to meet people and, you know, hang around and have like a custom place designed for our liking, and just have it to be like a clubhouse sort of thing where, you know, people feel part of the community. I would like to build a community because I think physical interaction is way more important than online interactions. Even though it is important, online interactions, I'd love to meet everybody in the real world so we could connect. I could learn more about you, you could learn more about Whadafunk and stuff like that. So what stores would I like Whadafunk to be in? I'd like it to be in a lot more stores. I'd love to be worldwide. I want to hit some worldwide stores, different countries. That's definitely a major goal as well. Also, small boutiques and cities is also another thing. More skate shops, more stores. Definitely more stores. That's definitely a major goal that of mine right now, and a major goal of the brand that we need to be working on always. So if you guys are a store, hit us up and we'll get back to you. Next question up from Jayon. Sorry if I say your name wrong, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. Sorry, just correct me if I'm wrong. So, who inspired you to turn your artwork into articles of clothing? So, when I was young and going around New York City and checking out graffiti and checking out shops and stuff like that, there was many brands and stores that I would go into that really inspired me to want to create my own clothing. A couple of the brands were A New York Thing, A Life, Staple. So these were stores like in the Lower East Side that had all the stuff that I was into: graffiti, art, DIY culture, and it was really fun going down there and checking out everything. So those main stores really inspired me to really want to put the artwork onto clothing, and realizing that I actually could do it and it was something that could actually happen. Next question up, Queen Oz. Who in your life has the biggest effect on you? Very good question. I like this question a lot and I appreciate the question. I would say my family first and foremost. I'm the closest with them. I'm around them all the time, and they've been a big influence on who I am today and what I do today. Also, many other people who are successful in doing their own thing. Also, somebody who has a big effect on me as well, creating content and putting myself out there like the way I've been doing, which gave me a big shift in our company, in our growth of our company, and it's helped me connect with many more people, is Gary Vee. So Gary Vee, I met Gary Vee a couple times in the city at a couple of his meet and greets, book signing events, and he actually knows about Whadafunk. He's purchased stuff before, and I used to follow him a long time ago when he was first starting out. And to see his growth, by the way he was posting content on social media, it definitely inspired me to want to create more content, put myself out there, and really not give a crap about what other people think about what I'm doing. So that was definitely a huge influence on Whadafunk and myself personally.
Yeah, let's do it live. I love India. Great job. Great question. So here we are, Whadafunk, who I've seen plenty of times in my stream. So here's his clothing thing. What can you get here?
We have a question from Trashy. Trashy asks, what's your designing process? So the designing process for me is very interesting. I don't design each piece. I don't think like, okay, I'm gonna design this t-shirt right now. I'm gonna design this long sleeve. What I do is I get in my sketchbook, I get in my zone, my artistic zone that I need to be in, which takes a few days I have to warm myself up getting into it. Some days I'll just sketch a bunch of stuff that'll never be used just to get warmed up, get back into the groove. I'll read a lot of art books and surround myself with things that inspire me. I'll just be around a lot of art and artistic things. After that, I get on my sketchbook, I design and draw. I draw all the designs out, fill pages up until I have a stack of drawings set up. After that, which takes a while, that'll take a week, couple weeks for me to do. After that, I bring it all into the computer, into Photoshop, start manipulating each design, start seeing what design fits on what, and from there, I go through each design, make sure little intricate details is exactly how I want it to be it. So that's what I mean when I say all designs are hand drawn by us. I don't draw them in Photoshop to start. They all start hand drawn, sketchbook, pencil and paper, the old school way with Sharpie markers, just straight up like that. So that process is very simple process. I've simplified it down. I used to do it differently, but now that's process that's working for me right now, and I think it gives more of a hand-drawn feeling and a hand-drawn aspect to it rather than everything be all perfect. I feel like you lose the artistic touch when you bring things into digital environment. Next question up is from Lexi. Do you deal with imposter syndrome as a creator? So I did not know what imposter syndrome meant, to be honest with you. I had to look it up, and I'm looking up right now. It says feelings of self-doubt. So honestly, I don't ever really feel self-doubt. Sometimes I'll feel down as a creator where I question it, but I really flip back very easily. I know deep down I don't have any self-doubt. Sometimes things will make me turn a certain way and feel a certain way, but deep down I don't believe I have that syndrome, because I'm pretty confident in what we're doing. I'm confident in our designs. I'm confident in what we stand for, and I'm confident in what we represent. Question from No Soup For You. What companies do you get influence from to make your clothes? So honestly, you guys would think I would get ideas and influence from other clothing companies, but I actually do not at all. I get influence from the stuff that I enjoy doing, like artwork, like graffiti, riding motorcycles, skateboarding videos, graffiti movies, like I said. Also, just the things that I'm into, tattoos, all the things that I'm into is really what gives me the most influence when creating the clothing. And also the number one thing that what influences me with creating the clothing is what I would want to wear. So that's the number one influence. I make stuff what I would want to wear, what I want to see people wearing. So if I make a piece for women, I just picture what I would want to wear as a woman, or see women wear, what I want to see guys wearing at events, stuff like that. I just want to create things that I would want to see people wear. Question from Trashy. What's your advice to those wanting to start a clothing business like Whadafunk? Great question. I love this question because I feel like I could help you guys out. So if you want to start a clothing company like Whadafunk, do it for fun at first. You don't have to be very serious about starting a clothing brand. Do it for fun, do it for your friends, do it for your family, print a bunch of shirts, give them out to a bunch of people, see if you like it. You have to experiment, see if you like things. So you don't have to run full force into it, say, I want to be in the next big store, I want to be the next big whoever. Just do it for fun, do it for you, do it for yourself, and first and foremost. That's one of the most important things, pieces of advice that I could give you guys who are trying to start a clothing brand like Whadafunk. Also, be persistent. That's number two. So if a piece that you make doesn't do as well as you wanted to, don't worry about it. Work on the next piece. Just keep going, and never let the train stop rolling. That's most important, because I've seen a lot of brands come and go since we've been doing this, and there's been some hiccups in the road, but that's just how it goes sometimes, and that's just life in general. So you just got to keep it moving no matter what, if you're really into it. Number 3 is be really into it. So if you really want to do it, I don't do this because I think this brand is cool or that brand is cool. It's because this is what I want to do. This is what I want to make. My goal is to have everybody wearing Whadafunk, and I just want to see it out there in the streets when I'm walking around every single day. That's a major goal. So do it if you're really into it. That's another great piece of advice for you guys. And if you guys want to know more advice and aren't in our Discord server, hop in. I'll be able to answer any questions you have, or just DM on Instagram if you have any questions about starting your own brand. Last question from Jake Bummy Boy 11. Do you find your style of art one of a kind? Yes, I do, because I'm the one drawing it, so it has to be one of a kind because I'm the only one who could draw it. These ideas could be similar. I know I'm not the only person drawing skulls and drawing flames, and there'll be people who draw things similar style, but I think my design background, graphic design background, graffiti background, and all around inspiration, what I get from being outside is what really inspires the artwork for Whadafunk. So I think our Whadafunk artwork and designs are one of a kind and will always be one of a kind. I appreciate that question a lot. because I feel like the artwork and the design aspect are one of the major things that I like to do, and I like to make sure is perfect in my eyes. So I'm glad you asked that question. Thank you. Shout out all the homies in the Discord: Jake Bummy Boy 11, Poppy Pablo, Trashy, No Soup for You, Knight, Jayon, Queen Oz, Lexi, and everybody else who's in the Discord. I really appreciate you guys for being in there and chatting and asking these questions. If you guys aren't on our Discord, make sure you hit up our Discord server. The link will be in the description. That's where you guys can find out more about sneak peeks and behind the scenes of the collection, and also you could talk personally with me or any of the Whadafunk crew members. We are always in there. We're always chatting with everybody, you know, just talking about whatever. So, and also giving you guys sneak peeks. That's the most important part. So if you guys want to be a part of the next Q&A in the Discord, make sure you join right now. I appreciate all you guys' support. As always, shout out to all the Discord members. Stay tuned for the next video. If you guys got any further questions or want to know anything more, just leave a comment. And, you know, as always, don't forget the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. Appreciate you guys. Peace. Incompetence. Incompetence? Damn. Fuck you. It says feelings of self-doubt and personal incompetence. Incompetence. I'm gonna start. So I didn't know what this. Can I start there? So I didn't know means feelings of self-doubt, personal incompetence. I can't say it. Incompetence. Put this in the bloopers at the end.
It's gonna be fucking funny. This shit.
It means feelings of self-doubt and personal incompetence.
I'm gonna say cut it. Feelings of self-doubt.
All right. So I didn't know what it. So I didn't know what a.
It's horrible.
All right, shake it up.